Welcome back, guys. This video is going to be all about enchanting, and it's going to be pretty long. So, it might actually have to be 2 videos, but we'll see how much we can get done. First of all, you need an enchanting table, which, if you're going to build it, it takes over here, I believe it is. So it's 4 obsidian, 2 diamonds, and 1 book. You can get books themselves by crafting them using paper and 1 leather. Leather you can get from killing cows or mobs. Paper is 3 I forget what they're called. Sugarcane. It's just 3 sugarcane. Once you get books, once you have your enchanting table, you won't actually get very good enchantments just from your enchantment table. What you have to do is you actually have to make, I think they're right here, bookshelves. And they enchant your enchanting table with an used to enchanting with an enchantment table. Enhance. Oh my word, I can't speak today. Anyway, so you get it. Now the thing is that 1 is not enough. You need actually 15, which I believe is 3, 3, 3, and then 2, 3, 2, and then 1, 3, 1. I think that's 15. I can't count, so it doesn't matter. Anyway, so once you get that, now you can actually enchant. Oh, one small tip before I do it. Make sure there's a space around this, because I don't know why, but for any reason, if something's like, if a block is right here, it actually really affects the amount of enchantments, how valuable your enchantments are that you get. Let me grab some lapis. Oh, come on, really? This is why you always know where your lapis is. And I had just moved it into my basement. So yeah, try to be organized. Doesn't always go well. So if you're turning lapis lazuli back into a out of a block, it's actually under wool dyes, and then you just click on it and it changes it back. If you're trying to change it back into a block, it's under blocks. Let's see, not slime blocks of ore, and then click on it, click it, So then to undo it, you have to go back into here, click it again. So once you have your lapis, come over here, you have your books, pop your books in here, and look at all of our enchantments. We have efficiency 2, fire protection 1, and sharpness. So I'm going to tell you what all they do, but first I'm going to tell you how to actually enchant. So at the top of my screen here, you can see that there's 614 coins. So that is how much I have, and then over here is how much each enchantment costs. So 65, 20, 25. That shows you how valuable the enchantment is. Also the number below here, so this is 2. So I think the highest on efficiency is 4. The highest on fire protection is 4. And the highest on sharpness is 4. So most of these, the highest power is 4. Though there are some things like looting, unbreak. I don't think there's a 4 on breaking. Flame, and fire aspect aren't 4, but those are just some rare ones. Oh, knockback. Knockback isn't either. But after you have enough coins, you can make which book. I don't really need efficiency, so I'm going to pick the cheapest one to see what I can get next time. And I'm going to tap on the top here. Oh, sorry, my bad. On the bottom here. And that now a new set comes up. So now I have my fire protection 1 book. And now I look. So smite 1, blast protection 2, and sharpness 3. So I actually need sharpness 3, so I'm going to buy that. We have Bane of Arthropods, protection 1, protection 1. So this is protection 4, which is the best of its kind. The only thing is, Bane of Arthropods is probably the most useless enchantment you'll ever get. It is so annoying. Like, all it does is affect how much damage you do on spiders, pretty much. So, whatever. I'll buy it. I'm rich. I don't care. So, now you have power, efficiency, protection. So, you know how to do this at this point. Now, each enchantment has its own thing. So, let's open this up. Pop these inside. So, sharpness affects how sharp your sword is. Like that seems pretty stupid, but like it increases your damage. Smite is, I believe. Oh wait, sharpness is to sharpness is on other animals. So Bane of Arthropods is on like spiders and stuff. Sharpness is on I can't remember. It's either people or mobs, and then smite. Okay, I bet sharpness. I bet is for people, and then smite is on the rest, like basically everything in general. So Bane of Arthropods, we already know about that one. Fire protection is what you can put onto armor, and that actually increases how the like, so if you jump into a pool of lava or someone dumps a bucket on you, it doesn't do as much damage as what it normally would do. So I'm gonna take this sharpness and smite because I don't remember what fuses. I'm gonna show you a valuable thing. So you got to make an anvil, which you got to become a miner before you can craft an anvil, because it takes a ton of iron, an absolute ton. Let me see where it is. I believe it's under here. Yeah, it's under here. So, see, where is this stupid thing? Here it is. So it takes 3 blocks of iron and 4 iron. So a block is 9. So it takes 31 total iron to make an anvil. So that's, unless you're like me and have plenty of resources, that's kind of hard to get by. So after you have that, you click on it and you put. So if you click on the slot up here, it'll show you what you can put in here. Click on this one and you can put in this, and what do we got? Sharpness 3x. If we turn this, oh, that's my Bane of Arthropods. I thought that was different. So I'm gonna put in my sharpness 3. So remember, you can't just enchant all your coins, because you need coins to put your enchantment onto your items. So I have 499 still, and I'm gonna enchant it for 19. So now I have an enchanted sharpness 3x. So now I'm going to show you some of the other ones. So we already know about those. This is power 4. That is for a bow. So that's basically the idea of sharpness on a bow. It affects how much damage the bow does. That's power. So we already talked about smite. Sharpness. Fortune 3 is, so if you mine a block with a pickaxe, it gives you the chance to get more of that one item, which is really nice when you're mining diamonds. Because if you mine 1 diamond, it's kind of nice if you mine 1 and you get 3. That's really nice. We already talked. Okay, so protection 4 is the highest you can get, and it's one of the best enchantments actually you can get. And I actually happen to have a couple of those books, which I wanted to make some armor with. Anyway, oops. Unbreaking 1. So I believe this goes up to Unbreaking 4, and that basically slows down. So you can see all my, oops, did not want to do that. All of my tools have this like health bar, which is basically, once that's depleted, your tool is done. You just broke it. Like, there's no tool left. But by putting enchantment Unbreaking on it, that slows down how far the thing goes down. So your tool lasts longer. We talked about sharpness. So punch is basically knockback for a bow, which, if you don't know what knockback is, knockback and punch, if you hit an enemy, it sends them backwards, which is really nice for me because I fight on mountains, or I'll do a build-up war, is when you stack straight up and then you shoot arrows, and if you have punch, it can knock them right off, and then they take massive fall damage. It's one of the best ways to win a war. I will tell you that right now. Flame is probably one of the more rare enchantments, and that is basically where it puts when you shoot your bow, it's fire. It's just fire on it. It's like every arrow you shoot is a fiery arrow, and you can actually shoot enchanted fiery arrows. So like, I'll show you in another video how to make. You can put potions on arrows. It's really cool, and then you can do extra damage that way. Efficiency 3 determines how fast you mine through a block. Projectile protection is protection against arrows. Fortune, we already talked about. Unbreaking that's just a level 2. Blast protection is so if you are really stupid or clumsy like me, and you just happen to set off dynamite below your feet, and you just blow it up, it saves you. So, I mean, I'm such an idiot sometimes that I'll just accidentally drop TNT on myself and be like, "What were you thinking?" That has saved my life a couple times. Depth Strider is really interesting because it allows you to go deeper than you normally could. Like your air bubbles go down slower. We already talked about Smite. Quick Charge, that is actually for a crossbow, which is one of the newer things that have come out. It's actually quite interesting. A crossbow. It has more power than a bow. Like it does more damage every shot. It takes a little bit more to craft it, but the only problem is, oops, wrong button. It takes a lot longer for it to pull back than a bow, because a bow it just takes about like 1 or 2 seconds, whereas 1 second, whereas the crossbow takes 2 seconds to pull back. So it can be annoying. Where are we? I know we were somewhere around here. Oh yeah, feather falling is one of the most like that is like what every person wants on their armor. If you have armor, put feather falling on it. It doesn't matter 1, 2, 3, or 4. Just put it on, because that will save your life in a battle. If you accidentally fall down a pit, as I always do, because as I told you, I'm clumsy and I don't even see a pit right in front of me. Whatever, I fall down things all the time. Or you fall from the sky. That saves your life. We already talked about those. Let's see. Anything new in the next chest? Uh-oh. What happened? There we go. There we go. Same. I think we talked about most of them. There's only a few that I know of that we haven't talked about, and I was wondering if I could find one of them in chest. Oh, Smite 4. That's the best you can get. Fire protection. I'm looking for one that I thought I had in here. And I guess I don't. Oh, yes, here it is. Aqua Infinity. And you might be saying, what in the world is that? Why would I want that? That is really nice if you have an underwater base, which actually I was kind of thinking about experimenting with, because it's actually really fun. All you can do in a water base. Anyway, that allows you to mine as fast as you do on land underwater. So in water, it slows your cut speed by 1/4. So you only cut at 1/4 the speed that you would cut on land. This allows you to cut, I think, at half your speed, and then two allows you to cut at half speed, 3 allows you to cut at 3/4 speed, and then Aqua Infinity 4 allows you to cut through a block at the same pace you would be at on top. I don't remember if I have another one that I. So power 4 is for bows, as I said. Projectile protection, that's for if you get shot by a bow. And so there's looting and fortune, which I talked about the fortune, but I don't think I talked about the looting. So basically, there's 2 different types for almost every enchantment. One for a bow, one for a sword, one for a pickaxe, one for a sword, one for armor, one for a sword. It varies. So fortune is the opposite of, or looting is the opposite of fortune. So if you kill something with your sword, like say a zombie or something, and it drops 1 rotten flesh, or it happens to drop leather or gunpowder if you kill a creeper, you have a chance of it to drop up to 3 items, which is really nice when you're trying to get gunpowder for TNT, because I'm always crafting TNT to help me mine, because I'm a big TNTer. Um, the two or one I didn't talk about is fire aspect, which is it's a one of the more rare and more valued enchantments. So if you get it and you want some diamond blocks, it's a very nice one to go trade for. You can get an easy 5 diamond blocks right there, which is 45 diamonds. Pretty easy by just doing that. It's one of the easiest ways to make diamond blocks is to get a fire aspect actually. That and flame. If you kill an animal with either of those, it will make the it will actually give you cooked meat. So if you kill it with flame on a bow or cooked meat or fire aspect, it'll give you cooked meat, which is really nice when you're in a battle and you need some cooked meat really fast. Another thing is I'm trying to think of what it was. Oh, thorns. Thorns is a very interesting one. It is probably one that I would recommend for more experienced players than unexperienced players, because it allows you to, if someone hits you, a bit of the damage they did gets reflected back onto them, which is really nice for PvP battles when like every bit of damage counts. So if they're doing damage to themselves as they're doing damage to you, it gives you a big edge. The only problem is that um, the thorns go up to thorn 4, but that one's like super rare. If you can get a thing of thorns 4, you can just like add me on this game and I will take it from you for free, because I'm so generous. Anyway, thorns is it destroys your armor so fast, because it basically doubles the amount of hits that is done on it, so it breaks it down twice as fast. Um, Whereas without it, it wouldn't break down as fast. But I think you could put unbreaking on it, and it still goes down pretty fast. So that's mildly annoying, but whatever. Think that's pretty much all the enchantments. Let me know. Some of you texted me on Discord. You can leave a reply in this video if you have anything else you want to learn about. But I'm gonna be putting out a lot of videos like this one, so keep you posted. See ya.